Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Okena, your friendly model axolotl, and today, you already know, we're playing Ace Attorney. We left off a few days ago. Almost, we need to find the evidence to get Gant. We know it's him, we just need proof, chat, because he's hid his tracks so well, and he needs to pay for his crimes. I always knew Gant was sus. I knew he was sus, and I called it from the very beginning. I was like, "Oh, this guy is kind of scary. Why does he look like a mafia boss, like a white collar criminal?" Turns out he is. Well, we can't prove it yet. We can't quite prove that Gant is the mastermind behind it all, because we found out in the last episode that he is blackmailing Lana, Emma's sister, right? And because of that, Lana's pleading guilty. So we need to disprove her, because she's confessing to a crime she didn't commit. And we need to protect justice as Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney. So without further ado, Oh, Melon, welcome! You got first. Thank you for checking in and getting first. You can still check in and get a potion too. Let's continue, shall we? Let's jump right in. It should be this one. Axoletti! Welcome. You got second. February 25. Oh, Axoletti has also checked in with a potion of hair growth. Thank you. And Melon has gotten a potion of water. You know what? Fair enough. Melon, you got a bottle of water. Scab. Bottle of water, indeed. This is the defendant lobby, alright? But there's no defendant. What do you mean there's no I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? Huh? Lana? Oh no. What happened to Lana? And where's Emma, for that matter? Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this, chat. It almost seems as if something's been happening behind the scenes. Edgeworth! Knowing you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7777777 ID number is. That is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. Yeah, Phoenix, you're kind of slow. Hi, Spy, welcome. We're continuing Phoenix Wright. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True, not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty. But she didn't do it! I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to ask what you have to say. this is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. We're gonna question Lana! The truth? Is that like against the law to discuss this? Well, no. I mean, the defense and the prosecution can speak to each other. It's a little... I mean, Edgeworth is pulling his punches here because he could have finished us last, well, quote-unquote, yesterday in court, but he decided to draw it out. So he's showing mercy because he loves us, but it's not necessarily illegal. Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. Wow, that's his surprise face. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? They're flirting. He's flirting, chat. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Oh no. Oh, there's no pressure at all. Ooh. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Alana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. He what? Chief Gant. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Aji, been back to the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough. I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. That's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? Uh-oh. Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Oh no, she's gonna confess. Lana, don't do it. Lana, please, please, please. What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. No! On February 21 of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No, Lana! Objection! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, she's gonna fire us. I no longer require your services. But, Lana... Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. Lana, no! The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening! It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut? Thank you for following! Meme Gomiko! Welcome, welcome, I'm Okaina, your friendly Immortal Axolotl. Thank you for joining us. Today we're playing Ace Attorney. Oh no, why is Did my stream crash? Oh no, did my stream crash? Hello? Is my stream going? Hold on. Is my... Fancy Sniffer, thank you for the follow. Hold on, chat, can you hear me? Is my stream still going? My bitrate dropped to 0, so one in the chat if you can hear me, please. Oh no, did things crash? It's back up, I think. 1, okay, cool. Don't know what that was about. That scared me. When you see your bitrate drop to 0, it goes from like 3,000 to 0, and it's like, oh, cool. Stream is fine, good to hear. I guess it's my side. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. What? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Stream is fine, good to hear. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh? To whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request. It's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? See, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Uh-oh. Now then, witness. Please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma. Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered a serial killer, Joe Dark, of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then. He sure gave in fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Oh, I feel bad for Emma though. We're making her relive the trauma. Oh no. Oh no. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. Bro really said please relive your trauma. Yeah. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in, took me hostage. Can I ask about the man? Man? Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. That sounds fishy. You know? Like, I don't care how much you panic. Why would you go to the top floor where you will get cornered, huh? Then he ran into Skye and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. Excuse me, chat. I got caught in the rain yesterday. I hope I'm not coming down sick. And I've been fine until now. I have a warm drink. I have honey lemon with me. I don't want to fall sick, chat. Honey lemon is the goat, Melon. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw. Press, what did you see? Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. The lights? It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby. So the electricity went out? Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. Do we hear more? I think we hear more. More information is always good, right? So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago. Yes. That's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw? Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Ask about the picture. This picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning.
Objection!
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, you mind or yes, you don't mind, Emma? Huh? I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost. Hold on, I think I have it. Yo, Emma. Girly pop. Oh, damn it. Do we not have the picture? Wait. It was behind the thing, right? It was behind the thing. Check. Is it this one? Is it this one? It is! Okay, cool. Go back. Can I present this? Should I present this? Fansu! Welcome! You managed to snag the 3rd place. Potion of bone regeneration. Very nice. Heals your bones. Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence? Hello, Kranz. Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. Wow, my upstairs neighbors are upstairs neighboring again. They're like dropping marbles, I guess. Cool beans. The whole reason I stream at night is so that there'll be less like background noise. Because if I stream, there will be a lot of traffic sounds in the day. Are they like pouring gravel onto their floor? What is that sound? My mic isn't picking it up, thankfully. But it's such a weird sound. Oh, my model freaked out. I was drinking honey lemon. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? Turn it... Ah! What's this? Yes. What is that? Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew. Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. Huh? These lists, they're different from each other. What are they doing? They're like pouring marbles or gravel onto their floor. My ceiling. It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious to see what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? What? Order! Order! But Miss Skye, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor! Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. If this evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. You're kidding. You're telling me all this time Edgeworth never looked at the other side of this piece of paper? We're gonna get hit with an ad break soon. They didn't look at the... Yeah, right, Melon? All this time, Edgy Boy didn't turn the piece of paper over? Yes, that's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth? It's possible. I'm looking at it. There's nothing there. It just flashed up. It's possible. Let's see. Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? He's such a bottom that he couldn't look at the back. Wow, Melon. Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. You're kidding. No, no, no. Why is everything the Blue Badger? No, I refuse. That's that thing. We're gonna get hit with ads. We're gonna get hit with ads. We're gonna take a break, chat, so that you guys don't miss anything. It's a Blue Badger. It's time for me to take a break. It's time for you guys to take a break too. Get a drink. Stretch. chat has hit. How does the blue badger tie into this? Out of everything I expected, that was not it. Blue badger, blue badger. The blue badger sees all. So, I'm sorry. Emma followed us into the evidence room where the blue badger was. And she never once was like, hey, this thing's familiar. Hey, I saw it on the most traumatic day of my life. Oh my gosh, Emma! Emma's gonna be the death of me, chat. Hey, Emma, ever heard of see something, say something? How bro repressed that memory heart. No, she keeps saying, I can never forget that day, I can never forget that day. As much as I try, I can never forget that day. It's forever burned in my mind, no matter how hard I try to forget it. And she saw the blue badger when she followed us, and she never once said anything of like, oh, that's familiar, of, oh, I've seen that mascot before, or like, oh, I hate that mascot, it reminds me of the most traumatic day of my life. Nothing? You're kidding. You're kidding. I'm gonna crash out, chat. You can't tell me, like, if I saw a mascot on the most traumatic day of my life, I would be so averse to that mascot. It would bring back so much trauma that I would freak out over seeing it. But we've seen the blue badger so many times over this case, and Emma has not mentioned it once, beside it being like shabbily built by Gumshoe. You're telling me that she dedicated like half of the drawing to the blue badger. Half of the drawing, chat. One half is a man stabbing another man, and the other half is the blue badger. And she doesn't react when she sees it in real life? I call BS, chat. What is this? What is that? The ads have ended, so we'll continue, but I just went on a short rant about how Emma has seen the blue badger so many times over the course of this case, and she's never once mentioned that she's seen it before on the most traumatic day of her life that she can never forget. Wild, crashing out. That's horrendous. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room. Thank you for the follow. How do I pronounce your name? Calabasin? But I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives. I guess he was out of scrap paper. Calabasin? Or just Cal? Okay. Welcome. I want to say your name correctly because my name is mispronounced all the time. I'm Okaina, your friendly model axolotl. Calabasin. Okay. Welcome, and thank you for the follow. Evidence list restored and updated in the court record. Very well. Witness. Wait, I need to see this first. Hold on, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I noticed he wrote the pronunciation on a little Discord. Yes, I did, Cal. I did. Hold on. Let me shout you out. If it lets me highlight. Yes. Yes. Cool. I shout you out. Hello. Why is that shape? Is why so did Gumshoe draw this? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Did Gumshoe draw that? Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago? Huh? Oh, yes, sir. Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. Okay. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. Uh-huh. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see was shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. What do you mean? I can't see any details about any of them. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder Prosecutor Neal. The fact that everyone is so sure about it makes me question. Thanks, Zeus. You mean Zeus, Melon? The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Thank you for following Ushi's Arcade. I followed you on TikTok. You're from TikTok. Hold it. Yes, hold it indeed. English is hard? Sure, Melon. It's not like that's your first language. Hold it. Take that. Yes. Objection. This is a picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see was shadows. After that, I must have fainted. Hold on. Let me... After that, I must have fainted. Shows exactly what I saw at this instant. Where's the thing? Where's the autopsy part? There we go. Under 10 minutes, but found in the room was missing. Present this. Vapor, welcome. Potion of smoke bomb, Vapor, welcome. How have you been? Okay, so I think... was single stab wound, right? Yeah, and then... Okay, wait. So this is already broken. Got gym in 20 minutes, trying not to be eepy and get up. Ooh. Oh, the best. The call of the bed in the morning is the strongest siren call ever. So, if I'm not wrong, this is already blunt. Because Emma drew it blunt, like this. And it contradicts with the autopsy because he has a single stab wound. Objection! I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it like it was just yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? It's this, right? It's this. Take that! The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see the tip is broken. Okay, personally, I think this drawing is not it's not precise enough to be like, oh, you can clearly see. Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright. But, Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. That was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. Objection! And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Ah, what's the meaning of this? Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right, but what does this... The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. No, because it was dark, right? So anything could have happened, and then Emma only saw when the lightning flashed. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There's another explanation, the one I just said. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? You're treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. No. Huh. Order, order, order. Are you saying that the investigation really was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. As I said, the sword is here, and this is the murder weapon, not the knife. I'm calling it. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there's a lie. I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. Exactly. That's what I said. It matches the sword from the award. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of there being two broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. There have been one. There is another one. If the witness is adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. Mr. Wright. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. That doesn't have the knife. Hold on, where's the picture? This one, right? Take that! The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is a picture of the awards ceremony. Oh. This is a picture of the awards ceremony. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding. That's a broken knife. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. Z, hello, welcome. Order. Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. More Ace Attorney banger, yeah! When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out his knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. But that can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because if the King of Prosecutors Award knife was the murder weapon... Oh! B! Hello, Lychee! Do you want me to call you Lychee or B? Welcome. Yes, B is good? Okay, hi B! Welcome. I'm okay now, your friendly model Axolotl. Thank you for... Yes, you're from TikTok. Yippee! Many new people here today. Oh no, did my internet crash? Oh please, oh no. OBS, please! OBS, please! Okay. For some reason, you guys might experience some lag because for some reason my internet is fluctuating because my internet provider has been a little gremlin recently and has not been providing the bandwidth paid for. Love the game songs. Yeah, the soundtrack is a banger. You still hear good. Hopefully. It's just I look at my bit rate in OBS and I panic because it goes from like 2,400 to 7,000 to 0 and then back to 2,000. Oh, I don't like seeing that. Yes, and someone redeemed the hydrate. B redeemed the hydrate. Say my stream disconnected yesterday. Oh no. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't remember if I've hydrated because I was too panicking. I was panicking over if my stream crashed. My stream could disconnect it yesterday. Same. Maybe it's the economy. Good internet in this economy? As scarce as eggs. Thank you for the hydrate. I did need that. Because if the king of prosecutors' award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. Wow, indeed. That's true. What's going on here? It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Wait! I remember now! I remember everything! Witness? Mr. Edgeworth! What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please? His list? The one that with the pictures scribbled on the back? Oh, so it's not the blue badge, it's a shield! I knew it! This picture! I'm the one who drew it. What? You drew that? That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Do you see Ace Attorney Mystery Skulls animation? I have not. Please send it to me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. Great. Okay, Emma, what do you have for us? When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. What? That makes it even more confusing. This is certainly most unusual.
Objection!
Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Yes, well, the defense may now... Stop, please. Don't pursue this any further. Lana? What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? Good luck for that. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Did Emma do murder? We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Oh no, I have bad feeling about what's going to happen. Me too, Melon, me too. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Oh no. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. The blue badger didn't even exist 2 years ago, which means Gumshoe didn't create him, by the way. So, what exactly did Emma see? I've gathered all the evidence. All that's left now is to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Put the pieces of the puzzle together. Ah! Oh no. What did she see? I love the fact that people go nuh-uh and the judge will allow it. Yeah. Your Honor, I plead nuh-uh. It's gonna be like this thing, right? It's gonna be this. It's gonna, because like it has such an ugly shape. I know it can, yeah, there it is. Or like, yeah, that's like kind of the shape, right? Of the blue badger. Kind of, maybe. Because I've looked at this a lot and it's so ugly, it has to mean something, chat. It kind of looks like the blue badger if you tilt your head and squint at the same time and also close one eye. Because I've been trying to put together how that vase comes into play here. Panicked and rushed, both of them. That's when I saw the blue badger. How the hell did you see the blue badger?
Hold it!
Are you sure about this? Of course, see? I even drew a picture of him, here. But it was the chief of detectives who thought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The blue badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. Well, you didn't express your surprise, Emma. had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember. Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing? He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. I don't know, man. Are you sure you saw his shadow? His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all? That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
Objection!
This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
Objection!
That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please show us what this shadow really was. It has to be the vase, right? What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger? I just might know. It has to be the vase. The blue badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Yet, she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. You're telling me we bring all of this on our person at all times? Mr. Wright? In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger lookalike. It has to be, right? Like, it has the blood. And why would Gant be withholding evidence? Do it?
Take that!
The mysterious blue badger was in fact this. Looks nothing like it. But that's... what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar. But, Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar that goes all the way through and can't hold any water. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Our viewpoint? We've got to show them the correct angle to look at this. Chat. What's the keys? HNMB? Do you think the game will accept this? Or does it have to be right side up as well? Do you think this is close enough, chat? It's so finicky in 3D. Gonna go for it. Please. Oh, this isn't right. I've got to make it look more like the badger.
Objection!
Allow me to remind the defense, its case hinges on the witness's drawing. Kuva, welcome! You've gotten a potion of chicken soup. Yippee! If Mr. Wright can't match the shape the witness drew, we cannot accept his claim. Damn it! Got to find just the right angle. It's so finicky though. I hate this. Maybe I should rotate it a bit more vertically or horizontally. Come on, Mr. Wright. You can do it. Got to show them. Oh no. Oh no. It was in fact not close enough. Is this close? Is this close enough? I keep squinting at it. Is that close enough? Down more? That doesn't look similar. Z, thanks for the check-in. It's also not responding to me sometimes. Is like that? It looks close enough. Yeah, but that's what I thought last time, you see. Q and R. Okay. I think that's as close as it's okay, wait. This needs to... This isn't right. Gotta look at it, Badger. Okay, it's not close enough. I get it. Skip dialogue. Skip dialogue. I apparently don't know how to do this. Q, nope, R. This is infuriating. The angle to get it is weird, but you on the right way. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do, chat. What's worse is that sometimes I'm dragging my mouse and it doesn't move. Please. I know there's like a gap here, and I think that's what's making me lose this. Please? Hopefully. We'll try this. Oh, thank God! Well, is this a miracle or what? It sure is! It sure is! Oh my gosh! I hate this stupid jar! Can't even hold water. No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger. Ah! This jar has me almost in tears. Stupid blue badger, I hate you and all you stand for. No, can't be. Order, order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Objection!
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar, that doesn't change anything.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything. To be fair, this game was for DS with the touchscreen. I mean, I have the mouse too, which is arguably more precise than the DS touchscreen. Indeed? Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? I think... the location, probably. The location, right? The murder weapon is still the trophy, the murderer. We can't prove the murderer yet. Cause like, this was on like his, what's his name? Gant's side of the office, and Emma was probably on Lana's side of the office. I don't know. Location, I guess. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. That's a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of this jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on the shelf in the office of Damon Gant.
Objection!
But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Objection!
Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office.
Objection!
Are you implying that the murderer moved the victim's body? From Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? It's not that far. It's not that far. It's plausible. Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. It's Emma, isn't it? Lana's protecting Emma. The whole blackmail thing, it's because Emma tried to do a thing. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? The suit of armor. holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Yes. Since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. What does that... Huh? So this is Neil. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes. There is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. It's gonna be Emma. It has to be. She blacked out, and like, what information is powerful enough to blackmail Lana, you know? Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Emma's strong. For what, a 14-year-old child? You mean? Emma's attack. Mr. Marshall died because of me? No! Oh, Emma. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. What a way to give a child more trauma. Yeah, she's 16. So, it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it? This case is going crazier and crazier. It truly is. They never you can't predict the next move. I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe you're insane in allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? Yes, evidence. I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. Oh, Maya and Mia, where are you now? I wish you would come back. Where's a spirit medium when you need one, chat? Jeez. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Touché, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, the possibility that the victim left us a message. For better or worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. That's impossible. Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. I don't want to convict Emma. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? Judge, you've met Maya. You've met Mia. You've met them. 07 to Emma, indeed. I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is in the evidence. What is it? This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright? Will you stop at nothing to prove my sister is a murderer? Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek, the truth. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us this piece of evidence. Hold on. Where is it? There's Emma's prints. There's Emma's prints. It's probably this, right? Could it be this? Cause like the blood is really weird. How do I rotate it? Left? Nope. I need to rotate it like this. Like that line is sus. That has to be something, right? Does it? Am I tweaking out? Like, it could conceivably be EMA. Like, I guess it could be, but there's also Emma's fingerprints. So like, there's this, but I don't know what on earth it is, you see. Vantage, hello. Mare, hello. Thank you. Welcome.
Yoink!
No! My nose, Mare! Potion of jump boost, cool. Mine now? Awful. Terrible. I can't believe you've done this. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I don't know what this is though. It's just a piece of leather with Emma's prints on it. Ushi's redeemed shrimp check. You don't hear the sound alert because the sounds apparently don't play while my nose is gone. I don't know how to let it bypass the jar. Should I present the jar? I can't say I already played the game. Oh no. Anyway, we're gonna get hit with ads in a couple of minutes, in like 3 minutes. So I will try to fix I'll try to fix my sounds during that time. Oh no. It's okay, me too. I don't think this is it because I can't link that to anything. For this, I can link it to the location. I need you to struggle? Oh man. I'll present the jar. It seems a bit more convincing than the fingerprints. It has to be the jar.
Take that!
Screw it. We ball, chat. Otaku Neo, thank you for the resub. Thank you, thank you. Went away for a bit. Love the new look, okay na. Haha, very funny, Letty. So funny. Otaku Neo redeemed hydrate, but the sound doesn't play because I set up my mix it up wrong. Apparently we're gonna be hit with ads. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix it. I have hydrated. This is the message left by the deceased. This is that blue badger from before, right? Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would. It's like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? Please let it be the name. Please let it be the name. If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. It looks like someone wiped the blood away. Aquis, thank you for lurking. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there is a line right here, drawn in blood. So, what you're saying is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments of him left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points. And the victim's message will become apparent. Okay, we're taking a break, chat. Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Let me switch over to this so you can see my beautiful face much closer. Thank you, Mayor, for doing this during a serious murder trial. Let me see if I can fix this. Channel points. Don't give me that face, Mare. Let's see if we can fix some of the scuff. To unlock all commands. Cool. There's only one command type can run at the same time. Cool. Which means if I do this, yes, no, maybe. I just need to unlock all my commands, and hopefully that will... Hopefully. Doing troubleshooting during live is so stressful, chat. But yes, while we're oh, the ads have ended. Oh no. By the way, I forget to say I like you all. Thank you, Ushi. I just need to... Need to unlock everything. I was so sure I fixed this. And yet, we are here, troubleshooting live on stream. I must go off and study for exam tomorrow. Have fun, Ace Attorney. Thank you, Melon, but why did you tune in? I appreciate the support, but please, go study. Okay, so I've done all this. Can someone please redeem a sound? It's fairly cheap. Can someone please redeem a sound? Since my nose is still gone, it should play. It should play. There we go. It works. Thank you. Okay. Okay, cool. My nose is back. Impeccable timing. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks guys. Ushi has checked in with a potion of definitely not vodka. What's in the bottle, Ushi? What's in the bottle? Thank you for all your sound redeems. It's nice to know that my troubleshooting actually worked. So, usually when I try to fix stuff, it doesn't go this smoothly. Okay, let's continue with the game then. Vantage redeemed Hydrate. Thank you, Vantage. Depression? No, no. I would not sell a potion of depression. Oh, wait, my music's still playing. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. No. Mr. Wright? What kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name. So it would be Emma? Reconnecting the dots on this chat? Hello? 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 I guess that doesn't... I can't connect. Cool. I will do that, and then I will do that. Right? That makes sense. That's correct. Right?
Take that!
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove the client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. Oh no. Chat. So this is the final message the prosecutor Marshall left behind. Oh no. Doesn't feel good. This win feels bad. Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Congrats, Okena, you made a teenager guilty. I mean, at least she won't be tried as an adult, right? Oh no. Seaworthy? I can't say I didn't warn you. Shut up, Gant. Chief Gant, do you understand the implications of what you've done? Some teenagers are guilty. Is this one not? Thanks for the lurk, Mare. What? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. Not my nose again! Mare! Terrible, awful. Kyle Mon or Kylie Mon? Welcome, long stream lurker. You've never chatted. This is your first message. Welcome, welcome. You've Been following for 1 year, 7 months, and 1 day. No nose Okina, best Okina, low key. You have been low key. How do I say your name though? Welcome into the light of day. Just Kyle? Okay, Kyle. Welcome. Yippee indeed. You've been looking for a long time. How many channel points do you have? I'm curious. Two years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case. Were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. Oh no, this doesn't look good. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That was undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. What? We are merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Oh, he wants to take down Edgeworth. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. Don't like this chat. I don't like this at all. What's going on in the prosecutor's office? They may have sent an innocent man to his death. How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order, 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 order! The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. What? What? Yeah? Huh? Okay. We're continuing. Okay. February 25th, 12:06. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Gumshoe. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law. Oh man. Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You could at least study some evidence law, really. I guess we're studying. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? The chief prosecutor is Edgeworth, who's standing right here. Oh, Lana, right. She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Evidence law securely slipped into my pocket. The whole book? The whole book, Phoenix? Into your pocket? Wow, I can't relate. See, I have dainty, tiny little women's pockets that can't hold a single coin. They're just sewn there for aesthetics. So I guess I don't get to experience the joy of putting an entire textbook of evidence law into my pocket. Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? I am still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Sky's been found out she unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? Well, okay, now it was really nice to meet you. Hope we can play something one day. Much love. Thank you for dropping by, Ushi. Have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you for joining. I will try to catch one of your streams. You've gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Hold on with that, Phoenix. Stretch? Thank you, ZD. I will stretch. Thank you for the care package. I'm stretching. I'm gonna hydrate. My honey lemon. Rules for submitting evidence. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay. Do we have any other evidence? February 25th, 12:52. District Courtroom number 9. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone's been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance? If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. We have to get Gant, right? We have to get Gant. It has to be, chat, right? Chat. The defense calls. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Oh, the real murderer is it's Gant. It has to be. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. That is true. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? My headphones. Hold on, chat. I need to adjust my headphones. They folded weirdly. True. Alright, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared. This man scares me. This man scares me so much. Like, what is this, huh? What to do. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Why does he scare you? He just wanna swim. He's just a big guy. No, he doesn't fool me. He's a smiling tiger, as we say. What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir? Worthy. Are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hardball, eh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a chief of police has all kinds of weapons at his disposal? Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry. I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony. Oh no, it's raining, chat. I hope my room doesn't get wet. If I might have to pause stream to close my window in a bit. But first, we'll do Gant's testimony. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Is that when Dark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. On what? On what? I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. Oh no. Oh no. He scares me. He really scares me. He has to be lying, because I know he has something to do with this. But what, chat? But what? It's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You and I were questioning him. Okay. slipped out power outage didn't help either. Found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged a crime scene. Impressive. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? We have to hit him with the evidence we found in his safe with his ID number, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? Sorry, chat, my accent is going all over the place because all of these characters have different accents. Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record. Worthy. Always a smooth talker. Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? It's the jar in the safe, right? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. It's the safe, right? Apparently he had already arranged for crime scene. Nothing to do. Is that so? This jar will be the evidence that does everything. I hope.
Objection!
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that this is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue badger you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Chief Gant? What's the meaning of this? He's just gonna refuse to testify. What's the point? He is a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Damn. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
Objection!
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Didn't he already get fired, though? Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. Rez, hello! Welcome, welcome. He got fired indeed. Yeah, he got fired, right? He's yet to be reinstated, so like he's technically sorry about earlier, I have a call. Okay. No problem, Kyle. You take that call. And the relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. Oh no. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Oh, I hate him. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh, indeed. I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow after that? For that? Today as well. You know. All right, Aji. In return, though... I know. That place, right? How is this not illegal? These two are too buddy-buddy. Huh? What are these guys? Telepathic? What are these guys? Oh, no. What do I do? I feel like if I press him, he's just gonna find a way to turn it around on me. Are you saying that this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Objection!
Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient, right? The chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come on, Righto. Think about it. Oh, man. no reason I'd participate in a forgery. How about this? Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That, of course, would be the position you have. Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes, when he was going to be made chief anyway. God. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So, that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Aji, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. I feel like that's a double-edged sword. I feel like... What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. I swear this guy says I can throw you under the bus when it helps me in front of his friend judge. Yeah, right? And then he makes like plans with the judge too, just in front of everyone. Is this not corruption? This feels like corruption. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? Point out accomplice. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. Judge, you are so blind. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? How are you a judge? That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence? It's Lana, right? It has to be it. It's Lana. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky the defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? As for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Judge, how dumb are you? How dumb are you? Why are you this stupid? Oh, wait. You must mean puppet, as in someone forced to do bidding. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive? To appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana, she's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, he's just throwing out threats. Yo! Thank you for the raid! Moister Oyster, best boister! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome everyone. Hello raiders, welcome. I can type. Yes, hello, hello. Thank you for the follow too. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Okana, your friendly immortal axolotl. Today we're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are in episode 5, the 5th case. Yes! Moister, welcome, welcome. Howdy. Hope you had a good stream. Let me shout you out if I can copy your name. Yes. Let me shout you out. Yippee, what were you doing? Ooh, art. Very nice. I hope you had a good stream. Please, if you have to do some post stream care, please do that. End early because of sore throat. Yes, please stay hydrated. Please rest. If you have to raid and run, please do that. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Order, order, order. I said order. Showing love to fellow Lottos, thank you. Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible. Uh-oh, Chad. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. Edgeworth wants nothing to do with me. It's too late, Mr. Wright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He was so scared, yeah. There's no turning back for us now. We're both screwed. We're so screwed. It's Jover Chat. Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Oh no. I mean, we technically have his ID record. Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Excelletti, why would you do this? No nose, only face. Why? Not with the Raiders. Oh man. Great, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Letty, for yoinking my nose. Okay, it has to be the record of things, right? The thingy with the 77. Yeah, there we go. It has to be this. Thought it needed to be done before I start collab with Vapor. Ah, yes. Enjoy collab with Vapor. What are you guys doing again? Was it Repo? We're gonna present this Repo. Yeah, okay. Enjoy yourselves. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. I'm sure we will. Yeah. Enjoy. Hope you don't die too much. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Why his face like that? Why his hand like that? That looks kind of sassy. Order! Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt. It's satisfying to see him in danger. It is. I'm not sitting so pretty anymore. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Excuse me, chap. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. We're gonna get hit by ad soon, so we're gonna take a break after I present this. It's gonna be like the lost item thingy, right? This one. Yeah, can only be submitted to Chief of Police. Yeah. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Okay, chat, we're gonna take a break now because we're going into ads, so we're pausing the stream so none of you miss anything. Please use this time to stretch, get water, do what you need to do, you know? I'm personally gonna stretch and have a drink. So, it's really satisfying to finally see Gant freaking out. Can't stretch, my shoulders are sore because of workout. All the more reason to stretch, Z. If you don't stretch, the lactic acid is just gonna stay there. What I like to do, like post-workout, is I have a yoga ball that I use to roll out my muscles, but it heart is good. It gets worse before it gets better, see? Well, we've been hit by ads, so we're just gonna keep chilling here. It may hurt, but you will recover. Your muscles will grow back stronger. And by yoga ball, I don't mean like the huge bouncy one that you use for yoga. I mean the small one the size of a tennis ball. The small, incredibly hard one with zero give that I like to jam into my shoulder. I just lie on it and it hurts, but it hurts good, you know? I can feel my muscles like recovering. It drains the myofascia. Yeah, now my issue is that I pick up workout again after 3 months of doing it because of job. Yeah, it can get really tricky to work out when you're working a job. I also don't work out very much when I'm working. It's a bad habit, I know. And my hamstrings get so tight because of all the sitting. Because if I'm working from home, I tend to get up a lot more, but if I'm working in the office, I just tend to stay in my seat. And I have to have quote-unquote proper posture because at home I sit with like the one leg up. Right now 0 legs are touching the floor. None of my legs are touching the floor. Especially when I was stressed because of responsibilities. Yes. Responsibilities often take priority over self-care. Z, thank you for redeeming shrimp check. I just stretched though. I'm sitting up. I'm not hunched, but my feet, my legs, they are not on the floor. Like, proper posture is horrendous. It's so uncomfortable and I'm not productive in it. My peak productivity is me like gremlin sitting. I have another chair that I put my feet on as a footrest. So I have one foot on a different chair and one foot on my chair that I'm sitting on, and that's my posture. It's at least it's not like bad back posture, and it's comfy. You know, eventually I want to get one of those like ADHD chairs where you can sit in it backwards as well. But right now I just have an office chair because gaming chairs are a scam. The ads have ended. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good break. Hope you got to do what you needed to do. We will resume shortly. I'm just gonna take one little drink. He would have to give that report to the chief of police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form from you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Judge, shut up. You're not supposed to create outs for him. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of that sort. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet, you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. No! What was that? What was that? Did he get struck by lightning? What is that? Chief Gant, you didn't. The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. He became Super Saiyan, yep. This isn't even my final form. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Objection!
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office's parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you! Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. After all this time, I thought it was just a useless clue taking up space. It was the thing. Where is it? Parking stop? It has to be a parking stop. Could also be a screwdriver. Oh yeah, brought back to office by Gant's request. Wait, I know that useless thing that was taking up space. Don't you dare say yourself. Don't you dare. See, no self-deprecation here. Bonking you. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. It's the screwdriver. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. Well, Edgeworth was like... Yeah, it's from a past case. Not my nose again! No! No! No, it wasn't taking up useless space. I need it! Give it back!
Take that!
This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. What's that? A screwdriver? Yeah, to screw Edgeworth with. Haha! Also, no self-deprecation indeed. he used the screwdriver to screw over Edgeworth. But what does this have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here? It's here because... I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. I mean, ladies would love to see that. We love having the nose. Yep. Chat just loves yoinking my nose. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. He also brought the body. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean I... The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief? Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye. Order, order, order. What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed away in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please say something. I believe your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special.
Objection!
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection!
So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Do you have any concrete proof? Do we chat? If we do, I don't see it. Women's ID. Has to be something. Chat, I don't see it. Ah, damn. You want the answer or do you just want to look by yourself? I would like a clue. Because I really don't see anything. Oh no, chat. Really don't see anything. I don't. What am I supposed to do? Trust your guts then? But this doesn't tie to Gant. Nothing ties to Gant. Am I missing something, Z? I feel so blind. Dumb. Where? Nothing ties to Gant because Lana's too good at forging evidence. Damn it, Lana. Keep going to the game. Okay. Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Sky dispose of his body? Do I have any concrete proof? Do I, chat? Oh no! What evidence am I supposed to present? What am I missing? Do you have any proof of Gant killing Goodman? I don't. am I supposed to present? I have 30 things in my inventory, and not one of them helps. White enamel shoe. Lana fake that evidence. Lana fake that evidence. This is Lana faking evidence. None of them point to Gant. I can't do it, chat. I have to take the L. Don't die. I don't have anything. Hold on, let me save. Showing evidence. I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. I'm missing something. See, Aji? To be fair, Camp, what's up, Spy? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto? To be fair, there's no evidence yet. No evidence yet. Man, okay, now taking the L. Yeah. Yeah, chat. Yeah. By the way, new emote. Haha. You made the good choice. I did. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you. You made the correct call. It doesn't feel like it. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. I know. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. What are you on, Edgy? What are you on? Mr. Edgeworth? What do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. Yeah, and she won't talk. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth, another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions. Answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, Who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Me?
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth. Oh, Lana? But we can't just stop now.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth. It has to be? It's raining really heavily. It has to be. Angel doesn't know anything. Emma doesn't. It has to be Lana. They said she. Okay. The defendant, Miss Lana Sky. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Edgy's not gonna object? W? Very well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. The court is now Hold on. Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
He's just threatening her outright in court. What is this? This isn't fair. What kind of kangaroo court is this? As Miles Edgeworth said, you can't just threaten the witness in court. What? What? He's just threatening her outright. And everyone's just chill with this, huh? What? Why? Huh?
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
This isn't good. Oh no. But what do you mean? How does that... Wait, so if Lana is not guilty, how does that change the outcome? How does that change the outcome? Because Emma was found to have committed manslaughter at least. Interesting. Okay, chat, we're gonna take a short break because I need to close my windows and take a quick bathroom break, so we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back. Thank you for waiting for me, chat. Hopefully you got a little break too. This isn't good. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Uh-oh, chat.
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
2:04 p.m. Defendant lobby 2. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
That chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe!
Ha ha ha! I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office, huh?
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
What do you mean? Maya? What?
Gumshoe on my team?
Hey, yo, chat. We can recruit him. We can adopt him. Probably. We can try.
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify.
Yeah, but you still won't get paid, Gumshoe. Nah, we can pay him, probably.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said?
But Chief, that's not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risks? What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
I mean, did you see Wright paying Maya apart from food? Yeah, fair enough. But also, Maya didn't really help much.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
Oh, this is Emma.
Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
Yo. Should we continue or should we stop here, chat? Kind of want to continue. I really want to continue. I think today's this is a good place to stop. How much time left for you? It's getting a little late and my throat is kind of being strained because of all the voice acting. Because you're in the last stretch of the case. I guess then we will continue the last bit of the case plus the start of the next case then. Because this game still has quite a long way to go as far as Steam tells me. Because this is the trilogy and we are gonna play all the Phoenix Wright games. So, well, all the Ace Attorney games. So, I think this is a good place to stop. Oh, I can feel we're close though, but I am so eepy that if I have to make any connections and I think I'm gonna be processing too slow. It's gonna be frustrating for me to do and it's gonna be frustrating for you to watch. So I think the best thing would be to take a break here for today. Let me get my raid messages out. The first one's for followers, the second one's for subscribers. Let's find someone to raid, huh, chat? And everyone else gets more channel points so you can keep yoinking my nose. How does that sound? Who is live? Let's see. Ooh, right, the Lotto Repo stream. We should raid to Letty, probably. Ooh, yes, the Lotto stream. Let's raid out to them. Thank you everyone so much for joining me today in Ace Attorney. Join the raid. Remember, I'm Okana, your friendly immortal axolotl, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Go, go, go!